Hey guys, it's Elisa and welcome to Elisa TV. So today I wanted to talk about 10 things that you should not do on Valentine's Day. Whether you're in a relationship or you're out of a relationship, these are just some tips and tricks on things you should avoid on that special day. Okay, so number one is do not have your first date on Valentine's Day. The reason for that, so if this date went really bad or this relationship went really bad, you're gonna forever remember this person and you're going to think about Valentine's Day and this person every single Valentine's Day. And you don't want to ruin Valentine's Day, even if you're somebody who says you can forget it. If you can avoid it, it's so much easier. Also, it takes the pressure off your date because maybe they have to plan the date or you have to plan the date, got to figure out restaurants, prices are jacked up. Just avoid going on a first date on Valentine's Day. Now, if you're sensitive to Valentine's Day, then I recommend treating it a day like any other day. Yeah, simple, but you've got to focus on things that you love to do and not thinking about Valentine's Day. Don't think about not thinking about it. Yes, that's right. Think about bike riding, exercising, eating. Yes, you can eat healthy. And only today on Valentine's Day is the day that you can eat ice cream and it'll be okay. So just do things that you love and then just focus on it. Or just sleep through the day. You'll wake up, it'll be a different day and you don't have to worry about it. Really, Valentine's Day is just another day. Okay, number 3 is really important. Do not break up with anybody on this day. That is the worst thing you could do to anybody. It's just the wrong thing to do because Valentine's Day comes every year and it's a holiday. So you don't want this person to remember Valentine's Day and think about you and hate you. So you don't want to be on either end on Valentine's Day. If you are going to break up with somebody, break up with them before if you want it to be clean. That way you don't have to buy them presents. You don't have to get presents. They don't have to worry about it. They may propose and you got to break up with them. Just don't do it. It's much better and easier and cleaner and safer to do it beforehand. Another tip is don't eat at a restaurant if you can avoid it. Why? Because there's probably a 2 to 3 hour wait and you're just gonna sit there. They're gonna have those special menus. If you go somewhere and you're like, oh, I love the stuffed hamburgers with cheese, it's my favorite. And then you go there on Valentine's Day and they don't have it because they have their fixed menus. So stupid. Not that that happened to me or anything, but I always recommend to avoid restaurants on this day because of the long waits, the people, and it's just one of those days where you're like, oh my gosh, Sometimes it's worse than going out the day before Christmas and shopping. So avoid restaurants if you can. So I did the video and I'm like editing. Yay! Tonight is the night. I'm going to have this on time. From number 4 to 10, completely gone. So here I am doing this over again. And I ripped out my eyelashes, I took off part of my makeup, so I had to draw all this stuff on, and do number 4 to number 10, because it's very, very important. Okay, so number 4 is do not eat out at a restaurant. I think I already did this one. It sounds so familiar. Okay, so just don't eat at a restaurant because it's awful, because I went and I wanted my stuffed cheeseburger. And they're like, I'm sorry, we have a special fixed menu. I wanted my stuffed chicken or oh my God, imagine stuffed chicken and a cheeseburger. No, I wanted my stuffed cheeseburger, which means burger and cheese in the middle. And I didn't get it. So I am very bitter about that. And I don't recommend going to a restaurant because it's crowded. There's a 3 hour wait. And then you're hungry. And you're just like, I just want to get out of here, and I don't even get what I want. So my tip is just don't eat at a restaurant on Valentine's Day. They jack up the prices, the food doesn't even taste good, the service sucks. It's just a spiral downhill. Okay, number 5, cinco, is red roses. I don't really recommend getting red roses for your significant other unless they like red roses, because red roses are kind of generic. They're very generic. And I think it's so much more special and it's so much nicer if you get a single flower that you picked out personally versus going to like a vending machine, shoving $20 into it and then getting a vase of roses. So I don't recommend doing that unless the person you're with really likes roses. Okay, this is for all of you guys out there that like to primp and prep. Don't dye your hair, don't cut your hair, don't get waxed, don't get threading, don't get dermatology, dermabrasion. Don't do any of that stuff the day of Valentine's Day because your face is going to have bumps, lumps, allergic reactions, and all of that. You're very likely to not have a good day. So I don't recommend any of that because not enough makeup in the world can cover a lot of that stuff. So just either avoid it or do it at least a week before because some things are like easy to avoid, so just don't do it. Oh yeah, and don't try any new makeup or face washes either because that stuff can give you an allergic reaction and that's no bueno as well. Hey, look at me, I'm speaking Spanish tonight. Okay, so the next one is don't burn dinner. If you're going to make a romantic dinner, make sure you've tried this recipe out because the last thing you want to do is to burn dinner, make a bad dinner, and then you got to go to the restaurant. And then you're back at square one with a 3-hour wait. So either make sure that the brand new cupcakes that you are going to make don't taste like dirt. Sure, it's the thought that counts, but sometimes you just want to make it right. And number 8, don't expect anything. I think the best way to have a fantastic Valentine's Day is to just not expect anything. You know, it's really great when you're surprised and you don't know what to expect and everything's gonna go great. It's just like going to see a movie, a really bad movie, like, oh gosh, I can't even think of, Fantastic Four. Okay, I went in knowing that it wasn't going to be a good movie, and I didn't care when I left. It was fun. Everybody was, you know, they're good looking and everything, so it was great. But if I go in thinking it's going to be like X-Men or like Hugh Jackman kind of Wolverine, yeah, it wasn't like that. So I recommend just going to Valentine's dinner, going to your Valentine's Day date or whatever, and don't expect a proposal, don't expect anything like that. Just go in and have fun. And number 9 is to be positive. Like, have a good day. Single, not single, just go and have fun that day. Because I think that the way you are and your personality and your positivity is going to shine, and that's what's going to help you be happy. It's like one of those things where you are out and about. Okay, my story is that I went to Fry's and I was so happy. I was like, yeah, I got my memory stick. I'm gonna make all these videos with my 32 gig. And I check out, or not I check out, but I leave at the end at the door, and the girl's like, do you have your receipt? And I'm like, yes, I have a receipt and a memory stick. What do you have? And she's like, I need to see it. And I had a couple bags, and I was like, which one? And she's like, oh, nah. So she was very crabby, and I was just like, ew. So I totally was crabby too after that because I was like, what do you mean what bag? Yeah, so I think that if you're happy and you just kind of like shine, then everyone else around you is happy, and then it's a happy day. Happiness is good. Okay, the last one is don't be sad. It's just 24 hours and it's Valentine's Day. It's a way for Hallmark to make their money off their cards, roses to be sold, and really you should be happy 364 days a year because there's just so many things to be happy about. So if you have a partner that's far away, it's okay. You guys can celebrate another day. If you don't, you may meet someone tomorrow. So don't look for them. They'll find you, or you guys will find each other. And Valentine's Day is just another day. So do things that you like to do. Have fun. Go out with single friends. Go out with your girlfriends. And just make it a fun day of everything except for love and romance. For me, I've actually been in New York for like the last 4 years on Valentine's Day. It's usually around Fashion Week, so I've been far away from my Valentine too. So it's okay. You know, it's the rest of the year where the other person should really show that they care and love you, and you should love yourself. So that is my 10 things to not do on Valentine's Day. And thank you so much for subscribing there. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!